you can hit 500 words, it shows that you know your product, you know what you're selling, you know how to use it, right? So you become the authority. And as a customer, I'm going to trust you.
All right, Thrivers, we are here today with Jason Stewart, and we're getting into e-commerce. We're specifically talking about the 10 e-commerce principles that work. So, Jason, what is kind of like all the things that we're going to learn, and why is this important for all of the Thrivers to be learning?
Sure, a lot of people have an online store, but very few do it right,
Okay.
where they're actually selling a lot of product and it's a benefit to their business. So these principles, they work. We've seen them work. And if you apply them to your store, you will sell product.
So there's a lot of different types of business models out there. And I know that I've spoken with a lot of Thrivers, a lot of you guys out there that are developing these very innovative products to sell. And this is a way to either set up an apparel store or set up a maybe an additional income stream for the business. You have a brand and you want to offer some products. This is to be able to sell those types of things on your website.
Absolutely. You could sell cookies. You could sell kitchen sinks.
Oh.
No pun intended. Is there a pun there?
Yeah, maybe.
You could sell anything. Of course, there's some limitations, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
Is it shippable? How much does it cost to ship? Things like that. But we'll get into those details. But really, you can sell almost anything online. Anything you can ship, you can sell.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start off with this first principle, okay? The first is, how do I show off my product in the best possible way? What are some of the principles? How do I do that?
Sure. I'm going to show you an example here.
Okay.
Birchbox.com. We'll just dig right into it. The principle's very simple. Is you want to illustrate, you want to show that product in the best possible way that you can. And that's going to be with photography. Okay. So if you look at Birchbox.com, if you look at this, you see well-staged photos. They're well lit. They're colorful. So they know their target demographic. They know it's women mostly buying these products. And so the color pops, it looks good. You want to be able to reach out, feel like you can reach out and just grab that product. That's creating desire. Okay. And so another example is Harry's.com.
Okay.
For men in the opposite direction, but it's razors, and it's beautiful as well. You just want to reach out and grab that razor. So photography is huge. Make it well lit. Stage it. You see these photos on Birchbox are staged to where you see them on an environment, right? In an environment. If you can show your product in context, how it's being used, how you hold it, how you might apply it, that's even better. So I will say this: it's possible to get like an iPhone photo. You can shoot with an iPhone or a mobile phone or a digital camera. You can do it yourself. Simple is good. It's better than not having a photo, but professional's better.
So I've seen a lot of our Thrivers do this in such a way that it's really, really effective with very maybe minimal resources or without a huge high quality system.
Right.
Like you were saying, an iPhone being able to take a photo there, and even just getting a lamp. Right. 2 lamps maybe on either side of the photos shining on it, so you have it on a plain background and 2 lamps on it, and so it's well lit.
Right.
It's maybe not necessarily you're hiring a professional photographer to come in and take photos of your product, but there's ways to effectively do that as you're just starting out. Then you get some income coming in, and you can hire a photographer, a professional to come in and do it.
That's exactly right. Start small, if that's okay. Just make it look as best as you can. Don't have extra stuff in the photo. If you're not selling that other item, that plant or that remote control or whatever is on the,
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just isolate it, stage it, put it in context, light it right, and make it beautiful.
Okay. And so what's the next piece of how to show off the product in the best possible way?
So this is not a visual per se, but the product description is very important. And what do I mean by that? It's just the text involved. And so, from an SEO standpoint, you want to have that 500 words. If you can hit 500 words, it shows that you know your product, you know what you're selling, you know how to use it, right? So you become the authority. And as a customer, I'm going to trust you. It doesn't mean I'm going to read it as a customer. But if you have 500 words, Google is surely they're going to read that, and they're going to rank you high for that. So write as many words as you possibly can. Describe it well. Go into detail about the features. How does it work? What's included, right? If there's options and variations and things like that, you need to put all that text in there. Text formatting is another thing that people forget about. Use lists, use bold, use italic to emphasize things on the description, right? Because those are, people scan through a page and they need to see those visual cues.
Sure. And so let's say that I am, go back to one of our old examples is I'm selling spatulas. Okay. I'm selling spatulas, and I know that there is not a whole lot of difference. Maybe there's a small differentiator between my spatulas and the spatulas I find on Amazon. Can I just take the product descriptions off Amazon and put them on my site and just copy that text over for this, product description, or what is kind of like good and bad in terms of being able to do that?
We have a training on SEO.
Okay.
We have several trainings on SEO, and duplicate content is something that we'll talk about a lot. And it's exactly what it sounds like. If you copy paste from another website, like an online retailer like Amazon, Amazon is going to crush you in Google results if you duplicate their content. Google won't really rank you on that. So you need to paraphrase. It's okay to use it as a source, but then you need to paraphrase it and edit it so it's your content. Rephrase it, right? Move things around on the page. Otherwise, Google's going to see that as duplicate content. That's a bad thing.
Okay. Now, what is another piece to showing off your product in a favorable way, like in the best possible way? What are some other things that we can include for our e-commerce site?
Sure. Video is going to be is the new standard.
Okay.
And it's much more difficult to produce, of course. You can do it yourself. You could do it on a phone. It's possible to shoot and edit a video on a phone. But video is really the way that you're going to most demonstrate a product, how it's used, how it's held. Obviously you don't have to show somebody eating a cookie. That'd be weird. But if it's a phone or whatever it is, you want to show the context. And so, for example, we're looking at, Nexus is Google's mobile phone. So they have Watch the Video. And you can actually see the product in action. Now, this is a highly produced, this is an expensive production here. But this is a great example of something that works. Okay, so if you can produce a video, that's the gold standard. How is it used? Show your product from all the angles. Create desire for that product.
Okay, so you get a more all-inclusive view of what the product is. It's a great opportunity to demonstrate the use of the product.
Correct.
Okay, and then ultimately you get another point at which to create desire for the product.
Exactly. That's
okay,
exactly right.
Cool. Now, I want to get into the second principle why e-commerce works, or how to effectively do it, okay, is how do I show value with my products, okay? So walk me through that.
Right. So let me ask you, Marshall, have you bought anything on the interwebs, on the online?
I have.
You have?
I have. Yeah, it's actually pretty fantastic. I need something for my desk. I wish I had it. I wish we could have it for you guys. But I bought some of these chattering teeth.
Okay.
Some of these chattering teeth, and I bought it from Amazon.
Cool.
Yeah.
People expect a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon
Yeah.
is a perfect example of this because of major retailers like Amazon.
Yeah.
You expect a few things, right? So the big box people, the top providers, move the expectations upward. So free shipping is a great example of this. Amazon has their Prime membership, and it's very common to see free shipping. And so the more you see free shipping on a website, the more you expect it. So you got to ask yourself, can I provide free shipping? And how am I going to pull that off? How am I going to do that? Do you know your shipping cost? Can I take that shipping cost and fold it into the price of the product?
Okay. Yes, I love this. We had our producers bring me these chattering teeth. I had hoped, but check this out. I don't know if. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
That's awesome.
This is what I bought on Amazon.
That's a wise way to spend your money.
So creating value with the product by offering free shipping or showing the markdown. Right. Walk me through that.
Sure. So a common technique is to show the retail or list price.
Okay.
And then do what's called a strike through. And it's not on this page. We may have to.
Let's search spatulas. Let's find some spatulas.
Let's search for spatulas.
I feel good about spatulas.
Okay.
I know we can find some spatulas. marked down price, too low to actually to show, to list.
It's true.
Okay. So why would people go to Amazon versus maybe just going to their local Target or Kohl's or big box retailer to go buy a product?
So, like we talked about expectations, if you were to walk into a Target or some place like that in your local store, you're going to be able to walk out with a product that day, right? So there's an immediate payoff to that,
Okay.
and you don't have to pay for shipping. And so people are constantly trying to evaluate, do I want to buy this online or go down to the local store and buy it, right? So you have to put yourself in that mindset. And why would I buy it online and not get it for a few days versus just going to Target? Well, you need to think about that. So why would people buy from you online? If you offer free shipping, now you take that variable out of the equation, right?
Sure.
And then if you were able to lower your price even more, now there are two reasons why I should buy from your store and not just go to Target.
Got it.
Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. So we've covered these first two. The first is, how do I show off my product in the best possible way? The second is, how do I show value with my products? The third is the design of my store important, my online store? How important does that play a role into the buying experience of the customer who's visiting your website?
Sure. User experience is a big deal. People care about an easy to use, clean, easy to look at design. You need to empathize with your customer. You need to put yourself in their position and design something that's easy for them to use. It's simple to click through, focus on the product. Don't put extra details in there. Keep it simple. Don't add stuff that is not necessary. And, really people do judge the book by its cover. We say we shouldn't, but they do. So you just need to expect it. And you need to simplify that design, make it beautiful, focus on the product.
Okay, so the design of the actual website probably needs to be just like the products, showcasing the products. We do a lot of talking about the Tiffany box theory, okay, a world-class brand for your website, for your products, for everything that you do. Every touch point with the customer and your website should be the same, okay? So if you need help with that, go to the Importance of Branding. It's a training. We did it on the Thrive 15 site for you guys. It's an excellent training, so make sure that you check out that particular series there. But walk us through a couple examples of world-class websites and how you're showcasing it.
Absolutely. So Pottery Barn is an example. Pottery Barn is an upscale, furniture and accessory store. And so when you look at these outdoor tables, for example, you're talking thousands of dollars. These are not the kind you buy at Walmart for $600. This is real wood. These are real products. So with Pottery Barn, they're appealing to that upscale market. It's a high-priced item. So the design is clean. There is a lot of text on this, but it ranks really well in Google. The main point I want to make is when you look at these products, you want to be there. They create desire. You want to go sit down at that table. And that took a considerable amount of time to find that location, place that item, stage it to just look right, handle the lighting and all the production value. But the payoff is that I want to be there. And if you can put people in that setting and create desire with that photography, right, that's the goal. Another example is Harry's.com. Harry's is razors for men. And so if you're looking at the photography on Harry's, it's super clean, super simple, white background.
Not a whole lot to distract you.
There's not a lot to distract you. It's very focused on the product. And so I see the price, I see the name of the product. The name doesn't even matter in this case, by the way. I'm just looking at the price and the photography. So they eliminate as many distractions as possible. Again, sort of with this face lotion photo here, it's in a bathroom. That's in context. When I say in context, that's what I'm talking about. Is it has that visual cue that I know that that's a bathroom product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're talking about the design of the store, the layout of the products in the store, where they're positioned in the store,
right,
and then the feasibility of being able to click through the products, view more photos, view the product description, learn about the products, and create a more powerful experience with that.
Yep, absolutely.